The Supreme Court appointed panel for oxygen audit has submitted before the top court that the Delhi government exaggerated the city's oxygen requirement to nearly 4 times during the second wave of the COVID pandemic in the period between April 5 and May 10. The panel's report noted gross discrepancy in the actual oxygen consumption claimed by the Delhi government at 1,140 metric tons and found it about 4 times higher than the calculated consumption by the formula for bed capacity at 289 metric tons. The subgroup for oxygen audit noted that neither did Delhi audit the use of oxygen nor did it assess the realistic demand to give a dynamic picture to the centre to reallocate supplies to other North Indian states in a fair manner. The interim report ruled that with Delhi receiving excess oxygen, various North Indian states were suffering badly. The team also identified 4 Delhi hospitals with few beds which erroneously reported extremely high oxygen consumption, namely Singhal Hospital, Aruna Asaf Ali Hospital, ESIC Model Hospital and Liferay Hospitals. The team lauded proactive steps taken by the centre to increase infrastructure for oxygen supply, from issuance of licenses to industrial gas manufacturers to produce medical oxygen to steadily enhancing daily production in the past 1 year. A study conducted by the Petroleum and Explosives Safety Organization also held that there was ample supply of medical oxygen with hospitals and refillers in Delhi based on 24 hours medical oxygen consumption data collected in a pre-designed format. Additional Secretary of the DPIIT expressed anguish over the way Delhi government had collated data as various errors were pointed out. On the 6th of May, the top court had set up a 12-member national task force to revamp oxygen allocation across India. The task force had recommended that a strategic oxygen reserve similar to one for petroleum needs to be built to meet 2 to 3 weeks of emergency needs in future. It has also called for urgent efforts to scale up medical oxygen production for future waves of the pandemic and wants that 18 big cities across the country should have adequate infrastructure to generate medical oxygen up to 50% of their peak need. There are various top doctors and bureaucrats who are a part of the committee who have made various recommendations. It remains to be seen when the case is going to come up for hearing before the top court, since already politicization has begun over this issue, while the Delhi government has come out with a denial that no such report exists. A report has already been filed in the top court. It remains to be seen whether any further orders are going to be passed by the top court in this regard, since the second wave is ebbing as of now, though the court had earlier warned that the nation needs to be careful and watchful so as to avoid a third wave of the COVID pandemic as early as possible.